Well, Inmarsat is ramping up investments in its L-band satellite network as it looks to meet a surge of demand from the public and private sectors. I'm really happy to say that Rajeev Suri, the CEO of Inmarsat, joins us on the show. Wonderful to have you with us, sir. So talk to us about these plans to ramp up investment. And it seems like one of the principal foundations is to establish more connectivity in remote parts of the world. Tell us more.
Great. Good morning, and thanks for having me. Yes, so today we've launched Inmarsat ELERA, and this is a global network for Internet of Things, safety, and mission-critical connectivity. And so this will expand our business to new use cases in maritime and aviation and government, as well as new sectors such as agri-tech and energy and sort of offshore drilling and so on. So it is to connect the unconnected part of the world with billions of devices getting connected in the industrial Internet of Things space. This is a new opportunity for us, and it comes on the heels of an announcement we made 2 weeks ago, which was Inmarsat ORCHESTRA, which is a multi-layered network with not just the L-band that we are announcing today, but also a global express network, a small constellation of LEO satellites of 150 to 175 satellites, and then an ultra-fast 5G terrestrial hotspot connectivity layer as well.
Right. So, I mean, very ambitious plans there. I also see that you are planning on launching 2 more satellites that will ostensibly be the largest and most complex communication satellites ever launched, per the press release. How are you going to finance all of these investments?
Well, the ELERA launch, the one we're talking about today, and you're right, the I-6 satellites that we're launching, the first of which will be launched in the second half of this year, later this year, they have a lot more capacity than the previous generation, Inmarsat 4 generation of spacecraft. So we've said that we are going to spend $100 million in the next 5 years for the 5G ultra capacity hotspot layer. And then we'll do the LEO satellites, 150, 175 satellites post 2026, because our focus is on global mobility. And we're known for highest resilience, reliability, speeds, and then we want to enhance latency and capacity. So $100 million over the next 5 years, starting from the second half of next year, in terms of the terrestrial 5G layer. And the current network, the new one we've announced today, Inmarsat ELERA, is very much within our CapEx guidance. Now, of course, this helps because we have very good momentum in the business at this point. Our first half has had strong revenue growth, strong EBITDA growth, and robust cash flow. And we are predicting that the full year will grow strongly across most of our business units and sort of strongly relative to 2020. So the business has true momentum, and so we want to continue to invest in technology leadership for the long term.
Rajeev, before we get back to some more strategic initiatives, just outline for us where you think that momentum is going to come from in the second half of the year.
It's already coming from the second quarter. So first half has been good relative to last year. The momentum is coming from aviation because we have 3 segments in aviation: the cockpit and safety services. We've got in-flight connectivity, and then we have the business jet business. So the business jet business is rebounding very strongly. We're going to see strong growth against 2020, probably double-digit, but also strong growth pre-pandemic levels. So if you look at aviation, we see that flights are back to about 55% of pre-pandemic levels, and revenue in the latest month was about 80% of pre-pandemic levels. So rebound in aviation, particularly in the business jet space, but also in in-flight connectivity. Maritime, we're reaching a point of crossover where we're seeing sequential growth now, so there should be momentum in maritime as well. And then government is very strong for us. We've had very strong growth in government, both in our global government business, but also in our US government business, where the US government is our largest customer. And an enterprise for us, which is the focus on enterprise verticals and industrial IoT and so on. We're setting it up for growth. It's sort of flattish at this point, but of course, it's got very strong margins, and we want to continue to retain that.
Appreciate the color, very helpful. And now let's just step back and think a little more strategically. I mean, you have come to Inmarsat from Nokia, and during your time at Nokia, helped to make the company one of the top 2 players in telecommunications infrastructure. What's your objective at Inmarsat?
Well, we have 4 very good private equity shareholders, and that, of course, helps us to make fast decisions as well as investment for the long term and attain technology leadership. Ultimately, I think in this industry, there will also be consolidation over the medium to long term. I can't predict the timelines, but there will be consolidation. It's something that I participated in my previous role in sort of 11 years at Nokia and Nokia Siemens Networks. We actively participated in consolidation where the industry had too many players. My goal is to grow the company, accelerate decision making, improve cash flow, and strengthen the culture to be a commercially focused, customer-centric culture, and then to make sure we have technology leadership. And so the announcement we've made in the last couple of weeks, first with Inmarsat ORCHESTRA, and then with Inmarsat ELERA, represent exactly those points. There's momentum in the business, there's technology leadership, and we're the only ones that are going to deliver an Inmarsat ORCHESTRA type network, which has 4 layers to it: L-band, our GX layer, LEO, 5G. It's going to have the highest speeds worldwide and at hotspots, the highest resilience, and it will be great for the lowest average latency worldwide. So that unleashes a whole new set of use cases, both in our current customer segments, but also opens us to new customer segments, which we're excited about.
All right, Rajeev, well, best of luck, and we look forward to speaking to you again. Rajeev Suri, CEO of Inmarsat.